Peace, my family. How y'all doing out there today? I hope you guys are doing good and will be able to tell me something good. Just want to send you guys that good healing energy your way and hope you guys are out there keeping your mind right and that good nine mind. I came on here today to share another clip from Dr. Malachi Z's book called The Science of Healing. And this is speaking about the seven planes. And it goes like this. Number one, the material plane, which governs or the governor of cardinal desire. And that's the plane we're in right now. Number two, the force, the plane of force. The force between voluntary and involuntary actions. 3. The spiritual, which is where emotions are manifested. 4. The mental, which is where spirit and soul are outgrown. Then you have 5. The divine truth, which is where the guardian angelic beings are. And then you have the 6, which is divine reality, the spark of life. And then you have the 7th, which is the union with the all eternal bliss. So it goes into the 7 seats of chakras that are in tune with the 7 heavens. In the 7 heavens, it goes like this. Humans are the only one who can open their higher senses. The third eye, the use of his sixth sense, the ESP, extra sensory perception. If humans, physical and mental, are in tune, he will be able to exercise his third eye. Overstanding of the truth, his spiritual body, and will eventually reach the plane of ultimate will, that of performing good. The first step necessary to restoring perfection to the body is to instill complete faith that there does exist a vast reservoir of spiritual and life forces awaiting only humans' mental acceptance of them. The first act, or the act of having faith, is within itself a gigantic step forward. For because of humans' faculties and infatuation with earth and low moral concepts and negative mental force field overpowering the positive mental force field has so crystallized around humans' physical form that it is indeed difficult to destroy the power it exerts. This mental force field has built a wall, an invisible wall, almost impenetrable wall, which prevents the inner flow of the positive spiritual energies. Remember, Nubians are open to the spiritual forces. Nubians are open to the spiritual forces. They are available to he who mental force field can be prepared to be open to make possible for him to enter and reutilize physical body with new life for a new alien breathe into the body of man, the physical, and the breath of life, and man became a living soul. So the body and spirit equals a living soul. And this is what is found in Genesis 2:7, where it says, "And the Lord God formed man out of the dust of the ground and breathed into his nostrils the breath of life, and man became a living soul." by raising the light and pulling the energies only by the disciple who has been through the schools of the trained, disciplined consciousness. The energies are subject to control, and it's increased energy towards illumination of the seats. And so, in any instance, the energies are spiritually invoked. The light in each seat increases in strength and power, and illuminating and regulating and expanding in increased force. Everything is still and quiet. The eyes are made single, and you making a buzzing sound as if a hum, Allah, Allah, and you tune all lights in. You making the buzzing sound coming from the outside of the body to the inner side of the body until you hear and feel the whole body vibrating on it. Concentration on the green light, which is the source of the energy. To make one's eye single, one is to temporarily suspend the sight from the two physical eyes and look inward. The eye is the third eye, the eye of extrasensory perception, ESP. So in this illustration, it's showing the attempt to show the actual 3D dimensional structure and the complexity of the body force field. This is basically scientific findings using newly developed and highly sensitive instruments to best understand the illustration. Imagine that your body is like a pebble dropped into a pond, creating whirlpools on the surface of the water and resonating outward from you in an even a greater circle. And so it goes like this. We have shown this effect on our imaginary surface represented by broken lines. Now, examine these waves closely and you will notice that they're touching points and represented by dots and knots. Now imagine yourself in a sea of ethers rather than water flowing in and around you, and imagine the dots and their waves completely surrounding you from head to toe, consistently changing and interacting with each other with the seed of thought, and colors consistently change, resonating and rising and expanding. Those within the mystery schools pledged their very life to keep the secrets. Why? Question. Because the disciple of the greater mysteries had at his command an impulse knowledge of the vital forces of nature, and using it properly can gain power to either destroy or construct. Thus, was it necessary that extreme caution be exerted? Thus, was necessary that extreme caution be exerted. So, I'm going to leave it right here because that is the end of this clip. Peace.